Hello and welcome, my girly pops, to another Stadium game, because we all love Stadium. EPAA. Today, I have for you a wave build, actually, which is kind of funny because we're playing with a Doomfist, which means I'm gonna get a little bit frustrated at him when he jumps over my wave. But I saw this build on Twitter and I tried it out, and I really liked it, so I kept using it, and I kept adapting it a little bit. So we're gonna have a look at it today, and I'm gonna show you how insane it can. So we're looking at the enemy team. We have a Juno, a Mercy. I played against this Juno before a few times already. I know that she is very capable of dealing damage with her torpedoes, which can be a little bit annoying. The Tracer, the wave build is gonna be amazing against her because I can just smack her in the face with water. We do have a Reaper that is going for a mini ult build, which I'm already judging that, because if you've played Stadium, you know that that build isn't necessarily very good. It can be very easily read. But we're heading into the first round already. My first power was Streamline, I believe, because it's a classic start, classic. If you go for ability power, Streamline is usually a really good thing to use. Already being pushed by the Tracer, who is just gonna be jumping around, being very annoying. Their Torp, I believe, has a turret build, but I'm not 100% sure. Here we can see me missing my shots and then hitting my shots because I'm amazing, while my Reaper falls off the map voluntarily. That was actually, I felt myself. I thought that was a great read. I completely forgot. That's my tank going off the map. While there's a 1 HP Mercy in the side. It's a bit of a it's not quite organized at the start. I don't know the word for it because I'm German and I don't speak English very well. Thank you. So we lose the first fight because people decide to just fall off the map and leave the game. I see my tank leave and I'm like, okay. Wonderful, great, amazing. Bro was talking to the Rhine and is now annoying. Annoying is now leaving, which is annoying. You know, you get the point. You get the point. So, in case you can't tell, I'm not very good at this style of video. I'm not very good at talking freely, but you can only get better at something when you do it. So give me a few months and I'll be able to entertain you properly. However, my soldier cleaning up from behind. Good job. Huge visor. Amazing. Pulse bomb has been dropped. My tank is back, which is amazing. It was just a crash. I did think in the moment that he just fully left. Because, you know, you fall off the map, you comment on the enemy tank. It feels like a rage quit angle. My Reaper trying to use the mini ult. Not doing a lot, using the big ult, doing a lot more. My Doomfist jumping over my wave, which is sad, but hey, he survived it. It's gonna happen a lot. So, for the wave build, the original build focuses on survivability and stuff. I'm not the hugest fan of that. I don't like living forever, even though it's funny. I like stacking numbers because I think that's funny. So you will see that in this match, like it's kind of what I focus on. I have to leave the point because there's a Torbjorn in ult with his ult just there smacking me, and I get very sad. I have to heal people while having to reload. It's a bit Wuyang is a bit of a, like, if you can't reload, like you can't really do a lot because you sit there and you're like, okay, so what do I do now? It's overtime. There's 4 people on the point, but the Tracer is also there, which is horrible. No one can shoot her. Everybody's having a terrible time. She held the point for quite a while, and I believe that this actually might have lost us the round, but I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, I have to keep jumping on the point. I'm a long range character. I don't do a lot of damage up close, but I have to stay on the point because my Doomfist obviously has to be able to go in. My Brick has to be able to go in with my Doomfist to support him. My Reaper has to be able to go in, and I think my soldier died. But I lied to you. We won the first round. I did exactly 3,999 healing, which is just beautiful. Good job, me. Wonderful. Amazing. So, we're heading into round 2. Ilios Ruins, everyone's favorite map. Yippee. And our second power is Tie Keeper. Because that's what the person on Twitter told me to use. And I thought it was quite cool. I linked the tweet in the description for you to see. There's also the build code for it. So we're just stacking more ability power, and we're using the survival item, which I don't know the name of it actually. I think it's something with the reservoir, but essentially every time I hit someone with my wave, I get 10% healing resource. So this goes for just gonna report this the enemy tracer, because we don't like racism here. We're not a fan of that. But the item goes for both teammates and enemies, and it works with ebb and flow as well. So if you hit someone twice, you get the resource twice, which is just great. I'm trying to do my classic rollout, and I fuck it up. I fall off the side. My tank is naked, which is tragic. Tracer trying to sit there. We already kill a turret, which is amazing. We're basically winning already. My brick, absolute champion, just running after the what's her face? After the tracer. I want to keep my passive stream on her a little bit for that, so that she just doesn't randomly die to like something random. You never know what's going on. I have my AoE healing anyway, so should be fine. That was a little awkward. I was like behind the brick, so I couldn't really heal my tank there. I feel like my Reaper is gonna die there, but I still heal him, and he didn't die because I'm great, I'm amazing, I'm wonderful. So one thing you can do with Streamline is you can leave your passive stream on someone, but you sadly get hit in the face by a fire strike randomly, which is kind of sad and annoying, but hey, we'll deal with it. One thing that you can do with Streamline is, well, there's actually multiple things, and funnily enough, I can see this was really funny. I watched my soldier miss like 17 shots on this 1 HP Mercy that was right underneath him, and I was thinking to myself, oh no, oh dear, this is tragic. But Streamline, tips and tricks with Mir. Number 1, press it quickly to get like if you have your rushing torrent bound to a hold button to use, essentially. You can press the button quickly to get a stream on everyone around you, and then the stream stays for a few seconds, right? It's like 2-3 seconds after people are out of LOS, which is technically also the normal Streamline duration. So you press the button quickly, everybody gets a passive stream on them, and they get healed for a little bit, but your cooldown already starts. So that's like a good thing. If people need like a little bit of healing but not too much, we're being pushed by the Tracer here, which is annoying. I don't like playing against Tracer because she's just always up my ass and I can't do too much about it, and it pisses me off and I get very, very sad. My tank pushing very far, which causes me to nearly jump into certain death, but it's fine. Streamline tip number 2, if someone is out of range for you, but you can see them, like for your normal stream, you can just press your rushing torrent and will pop a passive stream on them. My brick getting absolutely decimated there. I'm trying my best to heal her. You never know, if a Tracer doesn't level a lot of ability power, you often are able to like survive a pulse bomb. I'm trying to run away as best as I can. The part with the Reaper though, that was sadly like one of those weird dances around an obstacle. Like I tried to get him through one angle, he just went left and right, which caused me to think he was going around the other way, so I went around the other way, and then it's just unfortunate. My team trying the hardest to hold the point, me running into a wall, which definitely didn't help the situation, but hey, it's fine, we'll survive it. It's one mistake. We have electrolytes, which means we can get back to the point decently quickly. Unfortunately, I feel like if my tank hadn't jumped away there, I could have kept him alive. But I don't 100% know. My soldier dies. which is sad. He visored. He killed a turret with his visor. Good job, him. He sadly lost around. Just tragic and horrible, and cost me to spend like 10 more minutes in this match than I would have liked to. I'm so mean. It's really funny. I'm very funny. I thank you. Please subscribe to the channel and tell me what you think of how funny I am. In general, tell me what you think of this style of video. I'm kind of copying one of my favorite Overwatch creators here, which is Arcs UK. There's another link for you to click on, who helped me a lot to like learn the game when I started out. Played a lot of Moira, especially he plays a lot of Moira in Stadium, and it helped me a lot with like figuring out how to build characters and stuff like that, you know, because sometimes I can be a little bit stupid. So, we get a new item, which is the ability power item for Wuyang. I don't know the name of it. I need to write those down. That makes the stream stick to people for like the passive stream stick to people for like 40% longer. And it also gives them overhealth while they're streamed. It's temporary overhealth, so if you give it to someone in the spawn room, it's not going to stay for a while. It also gives me a bit of shields. Shields is at least I think so. Yeah, it should give me shields, because pretty much every Wuyang item gives you shields. Especially the blue ones. Except the weapon power one, which makes you control your balls better, which is not very good. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't like it. Like, it fucks with your muscle memory, which isn't fun. You can see my insane skill of hitting a ball over the top of that stuff. I can already tell. There I use the passive stream tech. I got so confused that I lived that. I panicked a little bit. Like, you see me stand still for like a quarter of a second. Because I was like, wait, I should be dead. What is this? But yeah. I already see that I'm on payload duty. Everyone's running in. My soldier's taking angle, which is great. And everybody else is like close range. So obviously they're running in. Makes sense. My soldier is being pursued by a Juno. So I'm trying to help him, but he's not actually shooting her. Which makes me a little bit sad. Trying to keep my tank alive. He's doing a decent job staying alive. Me trying to shoot the Juno and messing up everything. My tank no longer staying alive well. My Reaper using his cooldowns. Good job. Very well. Like I said, I'm not very good at this. If you want to see my progress, subscribe to the channel and check in next week. I'll break absolute I love this brick, by the way. She played very, very well. No one got shattered there, funnily enough. Greatly enough, I guess. That's amazing. Everybody just punching the Reinhardt. Wonderful. I pop my ult on my brick. I love popping ults on brick. I think it's really, really cool because she can just go in and hammer everyone. And it's really fun. My Reaper being pursued by a German man. About his age, so love that for him. My brick, again, doing everything wonderfully and right and beautifully. I actually fucked up my rush there. I wanted to jump, like I was being chased by the Tracer. I wanted to jump on the street, and then I wanted to jump back up, but the ability ended before I could jump again, so I was just stuck there. Trying to keep my brick alive. Unfortunately, she went behind the wall, so I couldn't heal her early enough, which is truly tragic. I hear turrets and death and destruction and everything horrible. Trying so hard to keep my tank alive while running into walls. The same issues I had in DVD still persist in Overwatch. Walls are my biggest enemy. Tracer trying to stick the Doomfist. Our Doomfist is, as the absolute Chad that he is, uses his ultimate to parry it. Good job him. My brick is on the payload. I want to be on the payload myself and make sure that she can go in. Which looks like she can. There we do. I tried to see if I can... My team absolutely cleaning up. Wonderful, beautiful. I tried to see if I could get close enough to put my normal stream on them, because obviously if you actively heal them, it's still more healing. But then using the streamline... I'm just gonna call it the streamline type now. I've made up the term now. It's very, very funny. So, when you heal someone with Wuyang's beam, it applies both the passive healing and the active healing. So, the normal active healing is 55 per second, but because you also do the passive healing stream. This is me being an absolute champion, by the way. I saw that the Reinhardt came up my ass, so I ran away so that he couldn't touch the point. That is actually what I did there. I know I talk a lot out of my ass, but that was actually what I do. I do that a lot, and I always feel like I just carry that overtime essentially. So again, the way Wuyang's healing with the beam works is when you heal someone actively, you apply the active healing and the passive healing. So instead of only the 55 healing by default, you essentially get 75 healing. So right now I'm thinking, oh, do I want Storm Surge or do I want Ebb and Flow? In the original build, the third power is Storm Surge, which I actually use here. I thought I would use Ebb and Flow. Maybe I change it later. It all depends on if your team is more clumped up around you, or if you like only pocket a tank or something like that. I'm not really, I'm getting disconnected here, which makes me kind of sad because I think I have like 4,000 money or something left. I'm just gonna censor my email address here, so you can't steal it. Don't sign me up for weird dating sites. It takes a while to load into a stadium game, by the way, which is really annoying if you're like me and you keep getting disconnected by random things. Yeah, I have about 4,000 money left over, but I obviously can't use it because I have like 4 seconds, which pissed me off a little bit. It does happen a lot, especially when I think about what I want to build, and I look at enemy builds and look at team builds, and then I get randomly disconnected at like 20 seconds after. I'm like, oh, okay, there goes my ability to play the game. Very sad. So, round 4. We're going in. We're smacking bolts around. My tank goes in and like fucking dies, I think. No, he's running away, but he took a lot of damage. My brick doing her best to save me from the Tracer. The Tracer has a power that makes her automatically recall. I'm pretty sure I hit her in the face with one of my bolts there, and she should have died there. But obviously the ability kicked in, the power, so that she, you know, didn't die there, which is actually quite annoying because now that I rewatch it, that shot seemed pretty cool. My tank is dead. The Reinhardt has finally leveled a little bit of ability power after not being able to kill me last round, which is just great. One thing with the original build, I love to say that, but there's a lot of emphasis on survival. They used like one power that gave you a shit ton of overhealth. I already have 400 HP. I don't, like, at this point, I don't feel like I need that much more, especially since the only thing that is contesting me every now and then is a Tracer. And I have my Brig, and my Brig is looking after me amazingly, by the way. Like, she's doing a great job. Trying so hard to kill the Mercy, can't do it though. It always depends on your team comp and the enemy comp, right? So I popped my ult on myself because otherwise I would have died, and I wanted to contest the point a little bit. Unfortunately, my Brick walks around the wrong side of the pillar, which I think causes us both to die in a second. No, she survived. She's doing well. She's doing great. She's doing fantastic. She's doing amazing. My Brick, absolute champion player. Never died this round. She just doesn't die. She's just the greatest. My men in a little room against the Reinhardt, living longer than I expected them to. I'm trying so hard to get to my Doomfist as well, but he like ran away from me. So I switched targets to my other boys. My Doomfist, I'm sadly out of juice, but he thankfully got a shit ton of overhealth there, so he survived everything. I have a visor that's now going on. It's a long second point on this one. In case you can't tell yet, I'm not really sure what to commentate on. Like I said, I'm not very good at this, but we'll figure it out. I'm already, like, I can already feel my hands getting tired. Like, those shots on the Juno should have been easy, but I missed them. Reinhardt coming back over. I'm trying to push him away. I'm popping my ult on my Doomfist so that he can get something done. Thankfully, he saved me from the pin, actually. I'm trying to run away, but I can't. Because in good old Dead by Daylight fashion, they just run around the other side of the wall. But the absolute shot survival player I am, I just live. Like I said, I don't know what to say. This is so funny. Our Doomfist asking us to kill the Mercy, which I'm trying. I'm trying, but I'm not like the best for the job. I'm very good at what I do, but I'm not actually a professional, even though I talk like I am. Whew. Take a second to breathe. If you have a moment, take a second to breathe and be grateful for the things you have. Everybody pummeling and bullying that Reinhardt in the corner. I have a Tracer up my ass, but I have enough HP and my wave to survive that. She did throw her a thing at me. Thank you, Dimfist, for saving me from the evils of lesbian women. My Doomfist wants 3 people on point, which I understand. He keeps spamming it in chat. My 2 DPS are in the front. I'm trying my hardest to, like, kind of help. Absolute greatest read of all time on me. I wanted to pop my ult. I'm pretty sure I wanted to pop my ult on my tank, but I pressed the button too quickly and my Reaper was just there. We actually, according to my calculations, we would have gotten the point before the Reinhardt touched if one of our DPS was on it with us. You can see 10,000 healing. It's just amazing. But it was also like a 7-minute round. I don't actually know. Like it's a long match. So yeah, hey. Yippee! Going into the next round, Esperanza. We're up 3-1. Let's see if we can win this. I don't have any belief. I do have money now though. I have 16,000 if I sell electrolytes, which makes me sad because I like electrolytes. I have 17,000 if I sell the other item as well, the Power Playbook, which I will have to anyway. I actually get the item for the overhealth, and then I sell it again immediately because I hate myself and don't like commentating over things or something. I don't know. Thinking about Iridescent Iris because it's like the best for its money, kind of. I could get Champion's Kit, but that would leave me with like below 3.7k. I could just get Power Playbook again, but that feels like a waste of money. Like, this way I feel like I have the most value for the amount of money that I have, kind of. Which is great. We love using our money for good and keeping people alive. The US government could never. So, I see the soldier getting overhealth. So I'm now watching. No, actually, wait. What did you get overhealth from? I thought my brain just blacked out for a second. I thought the soldier was on the enemy team. What did the soldier get overhealth from? Slowly. This next point decides the match. Is it? Oh, does he have the purple? It doesn't really matter. I can't really check now because the match is like a few days old. But what could he have gotten it from? Let's do like school stuff. The purple 9,000 ability power item with overhealth. We're going into this little room against the Reinhardt. Like everyone's here. We're punching everyone that's trying to come in. There's a Juno above us as well, which is a bit annoying. I'm trying so hard to log onto my tank to heal him, but the issue is with Wuyang's like healing. There's a setting, right, where you can change your sensitivity. I have it at 80%. So I can already be pretty precise with it. But the thing is, if you set the sensitivity too low... There's so many tricks here. I hate it here. If you set the sensitivity too low... We already have a shadow. If you set the sensitivity too low... it's really finicky and really weird to try to log on. My Brig saving me from the evils of lesbian women once again, which is kind of funny, considering who she is. And Raina, I feel like I've been here before. This is a deja vu. Didn't I play with the Brig yesterday as well? It's kind of funny actually. But an evil German man is pursuing me, so I run away. I already have my ult, and I kind of want to pop it on my tank, but he's not coming around the corner. So I have to cancel my plans. And now I can pop it on him when he runs straight through a Topian ult. He sadly dies, but his sacrifice was not in vain. We killed a turret, we killed a Topian, we killed a Juno, and we, I don't know, we got the orbit out. GP, wonderful. Our tank is still crying that we should kill the Mercy, which, yeah, again, I'm trying. I, in my wisdom, jumped behind the wall while getting shattered. Good job, me. Wonderfully done. You can see the bot hasn't really moved yet. And you already heard the 60 seconds remaining. So at this point, I'm panicking like, oh my god, if we don't win this fight and get a bit of push, we're kind of fucked. It's gonna be really annoying. Jumping onto this high ground to our Reaper, because it means that the Tracer and the Reinhardt can't really get to us. Tracer doesn't have any high wood mobility. Yeah, she can shoot me, but I can just walk to the other side of the flower pot, right? I get shattered again, which is so sad. Sadly, the Reinhardt does have ability power now. I check again just to make sure. My Brick doing fucking God's work, by the way. Just keeping everyone alive. She did so well this match. I'm so proud. Good job, girly. We're finally pushing. We're in overtime now. So we have to push it to now, and now we have to kill everyone. The issue is, if we die now, there's a good chance that we just lose because we can't respawn in time to stop them from pushing. So the job right now is to make sure that everyone survives. I need to save my cooldowns as best as I can. Like, I want to use my wave more than my rush, because first of all, my rush is my own survivability tool. And it gives like everyone in my LOS healing, right? So I want to make sure that they get that when they actually need it and not just throw it away. So I try to use my wave more because I actually have proper cooldown reduction on that one. That Mercy is a bit aggressive. Rise in, do something. We have to back up. We have to back up far enough that we can touch the point before they push it past. So we're all just kind of sitting in the back here. Tracer running in. Tracer already used her pulse bomb. She chucked it at the bot. It's good for her. I run through there because I do not want to get shattered right now. Trying so hard to keep my tank alive. My tank jumps over my wave again. Thankfully, their Reinhardt doesn't try to go for me until he does, which made me sad. Because I didn't have my cooldowns. I wouldn't have lived that if he had gone for me earlier. Unfortunately, he goes for me when I don't have my cooldowns again. But my Brick, being the tank that she is, the beautiful, beautiful woman, heroically running in, my soldier killing people with his healing station. And we clean up. And we win the round, which is amazing. And we win the match with it, which is great and wonderful and amazing. And you see, we did a lot of fucking healing with that stupid wave build. The thing is, if you don't have Streamline with this build, you do like half the healing, it feels like, because you do get a lot of healing with it. But it's definitely a really good build if you play with like an Orisa or Reinhardt or other characters that are usually on the ground and that you can pocket a little bit. But obviously it helps everyone if you hit them with it. But thank you for watching. That's it for me today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.